Hi, I'm Amy Eisenstein. Are you ready to become a master fundraiser and major gifts expert? Do you want to feel inspired and empowered to raise significantly more money for the organization you love? If so, you've come to the right place. Let's get started. Today we have a question from John, an executive director at a health foundation. And John asks, what can we do to secure a visit? That is our greatest challenge. I have to say, I love this topic because fundraising is all about relationships. And if you can't get a visit or get your foot in the door, you certainly can't build a relationship. So great question, John. To begin, use your connections. Do any of your board or staff members know the person you're trying to meet? You can use LinkedIn and other types of social media to determine if your potential donor already has a connection at your organization. Now, it goes without saying that you're much more likely to get a meeting with someone if they already know and trust someone like a board member or any other kind of volunteer at your organization. If you do find a connection, ask the person with the existing relationship to make an introduction or, of course, set up the meeting themselves. At a minimum, get permission to use that person's name when you call to introduce yourself to your potential donor. However, if a relationship doesn't exist, the next step is to work on scheduling an appointment on your own. In order to do this, you'll want to introduce yourself and request a meeting by writing or calling. Now, most people won't readily agree to meet, so be prepared for objections that they may have. Some of the most common objections include things like, I'm too busy, I don't want to meet in person, I'm not really interested in your organization, or I already gave. So be prepared to overcome these and any other objections you can think of. For I'm too busy, you can say something like, I understand how busy you are, so I will keep our conversation to 20 minutes, and I'm happy to come meet you at your home or office at your convenience. For I don't want to meet in person, you can say something like, it's really important that we get to know our donors and find out why you give to our organization. I would also like to ask your advice, and I'd really like to put a name to a face. If they say, I'm not interested in your cause or your organization, you could say something like, I respect that, and I really want your advice anyway. Would you be willing to give me 20 minutes? Finally, the objection I already gave, you can say, that's great. Rest assured, I am not going to ask you for money at this meeting. I'd really like to say thank you, let you know how your money was used, and ask your advice. Anticipating and preparing for objections will help you overcome them while you are on the phone with the person you are trying to meet. Remember, try to find a connection first, because that will always be your best way to meet with a new potential donor. But when all else fails, ask for their advice. Now it's your turn to share. Did this video inspire you to try something new? Do you have a related story to share? Do you agree or disagree with today's advice? Join the discussion and help others by leaving a comment below. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends and followers. Finally, if you want to learn even more ways to supercharge your fundraising, visit my website, amyeisenstein.com, and sign up to get weekly fundraising advice and more videos like this one. That's the end for today, but I hope you're feeling inspired and empowered. Thanks so much for doing your part to make the world a better place. I'm Amy Eisenstein. See you next time.